Hello, I'm Dr. Angelo Landracina, aka DermAngelo, board-certified dermatologist, skincare enthusiast, and designated skincare tester. Today, I am doing a full review of the Humanrace skincare line. If you don't know Humanrace, it's Pharrell's skincare line. Yes, it is celebrity skincare, but we all know that Pharrell is famous for looking so young and gorgeous. Let's see if these products hold the key to his perfect skin. You may be wondering why I decided to review this skincare line now. Humanrace launched, I think, back in 2020, and there was a whole lot of social media buzz about it because it was, maybe one of the most anticipated celebrity skincare lines that we had seen in recent memory, and things just kind of went silent after that. The brand was nice enough to reach out to me and include me on their PR list once they launched their body products, which are a little bit newer. And since then, I've been able to try all of the skincare products in the range. They also make clothing. I think they have a collaboration with Nike and ceramics. Now, I won't be reviewing those today, sadly, but I will be showing you basically all of the skincare minus a few products on myself. Before we get into it, make sure that you're following along on all social media at DermAngelo. I do a lot of product reviews on TikTok and Instagram, so if you're not following me there, you're missing out. So let me get my skincare headband on. Gotta protect that mullet. I look crazy. So I'm gonna start out by going through their initial facial care set that they launched with. These are kind of marked as a step 1, 2, and 3, but we'll get into why that might not be the whole story as we use each of these products. The first product in the lineup is their Rice Powder Cleanser. This is a cleanser that boasts physical exfoliation through rice powder. Those are like really fine particles that will gently physically exfoliate the skin. They've also included fruit-derived AHAs, so glycolic acid. So that'll give you some surface chemical exfoliation together with the physical exfoliants in this. Other call-out ingredients, so kaolin clay, which is basically used just to absorb excess oil in skincare products. They say on their website that it detoxifies the skin. Nothing that you're going to put on topically detoxifies. That's really kind of a red flag for me. And the last call-out ingredient on this is snow mushroom extract, which is kind of like their signature ingredient. Snow mushroom extract is known for its hydrating and humectant properties for the skin. All of their products that I've tried so far that come in this plastic packaging are refillable. So that's one thing that I actually really like about this brand is this like commitment to sustainability, and you see it in a lot of the choices that they make. So for instance, for this product, when you initially buy the set, or you could buy these products a la carte, you will get the whole thing, but in order to do a refill, you can just get the insert and keep your original outer package, drop it in, and you're ready to go. They also have subscribe and save deals on their website. So if you really like these products, you can have a subscription where they first send you the entire product, and then after that, we'll just send you inserts on a regular basis. The way that this product is used is you dispense, they say, a coin size amount of this rice powder into your hand. That's what it looks like. And then you add some water and kind of foam it up between your hands, and then apply it on the face and rub it around in circular motions. Now, as you know, exfoliation, it's not something that you have to do necessarily because your skin regularly sheds and renews itself. That's not to say that some of the results of exfoliation may not be desirable or helpful for certain skin conditions. The issue I have with this product is the directions on it say to use it 1 or 2 times per day. So they envision this just being your regular cleanser. And so essentially they're telling you to use physical exfoliants as well as chemical exfoliants on your skin twice a day. There are other rice powder products that I've used in the past that I've been fine with. The microfoliant from Dermatologist. Tatcha actually makes a whole line of rice powders, and this seems to be similar to those. I like this product just fine. I just think the frequency frequency with which they tell you to use it is not really what I would recommend to people. I'm gonna go rinse. My skin gets red anytime I rub it or anything, so don't think that that was extremely harsh. As mechanical exfoliants go, I prefer something like a rice powder to something like an apricot scrub because it is gonna be gentler on your skin. On the Humanrace website, they actually say that their products are like micro tear free or something. Micro tears have never been something that's actually been proven to exist as a result of other skincare products, but I know what they're getting at there, that this is a gentle physical exfoliant that shouldn't rip up your skin. That said, I don't think this is something that you should be using twice a day. Like, I can't really think of anyone that I would say you need to exfoliate your skin twice a day. In addition to that, I like that having this powder and then adding the water makes this a waterless product, so maybe a little bit more sustainable than other cleansers, but it is kind of a pain to use. Like, I don't find it so easy to have to mix to the correct consistency every time I use it. That said, if this was an exfoliant that I was only using a few times per week, I think it would be great for me to be able to just have a waterless product that I know isn't having a huge impact on the environment. And the period after opening symbol on here says 12 months. So you could keep one for a year and that can be your exfoliant. Now, like I said before, they do market the 3 products as a step 1, 2, and 3 of a complete skincare routine. The second product in the line is their Lotus Enzyme Exfoliator. So in their Lotus Enzyme Exfoliator, you get 8% glycolic acid, as well as the fruit-derived AHAs that were in the previous product. They've also included fruit enzymes to kind of aid in exfoliation here. I actually like enzyme exfoliants personally. I think that they go really well with AHA or other hydroxy acids. In addition to that, there's more rice particles in here. So this is, again, a physical exfoliant. They're touting lotus leaf extract in here as an antioxidant. It's an added benefit. This is where I get confused. They tell you that this rice powder cleanser is step 1, that this Lotus Enzyme Exfoliator is step 2. The instructions on this say to use it 2 to 3 times a week as tolerated. But saying that this is step 1 and this is step 2 basically says 2 to 3 times per week, you're going to cleanse with this rice powder, which has physical and chemical exfoliants in it, and then follow that with a stronger physical and chemical exfoliant. Pharrell has been quoted as saying, the secret to his good skin is that he exfoliates. But I feel like this is too much exfoliation. I don't know who could withstand this on a regular basis. I'm going to show you this product again, but I will let you know, it did kind of irritate my skin to use these in sequence like that before. Look what I put myself through for you. So the product, again, is in refillable packaging, but the actual, component is one of these airless pumps. So my face is damp and it says take 2 to 3 pumps. Oh my God. I don't know what happened here. Oh, there we go. This is, kind of a creamy consistency. It's not as gritty as the rice powder exfoliant. You do feel the rice particles in it, but I think that this product definitely leans more into the chemical exfoliants, so the 8% AHA in here, and the fruit enzymes. It's really non-foaming. This is a cosmetically elegant product, but like I said, who needs to exfoliate this much? I can't think of a single reason that I would tell somebody to use a chemical and physical exfoliant combo twice in a row in one skincare routine. So yeah, I'm just confused. Okay, next we are gonna do our step 3. This is the Humidifying cream. Now, I think this is one of the stars of this line. They say that they're trying to recreate the effects of a humid environment on the skin. But when you think about it, what does humidity do to the skin? If there's humidity in the air, most likely you're going to have less transepidermal water loss. Now, what does that mean? One of the primary functions of our skin is to keep what's inside and keep what's outside outside. However, we are all constantly losing water through our skin in a process called transepidermal water loss. Now, theoretically, if the air is more humid, you're going to lose less water through your skin and your skin will be more hydrated. Now, how does this product do that? Through the use of humectants. So they have in here their signature snow mushroom extract, as well as hyaluronic acid, acid, which we also know is a great humectant. There's glycerin in here, another tried and true humectant. So these are all ingredients that are going to help hold water in the skin. In addition to that, they've included squalane, which is one of these like bioidentical, in quotes, oils that help reinforce the skin's barrier function to keep moisture in. They've also included tiger leaf extract, so Centella asiatica extract, which is known for its hydrating and soothing qualities. And they say this formula includes adaptogens. Like, I don't really think the science is all there on adaptogens, but they're here. Now, does this do anything differently than other moisturizers on the market? No. Saying that you're trying to mimic a humid environment and keep water in the skin, like that's what most moisturizers do. That said, this is a really good moisturizer. They really knocked it out of the park with this one. I feel like it's perfectly mid-weight. In fact, you know, this idea of having something that's like a humid environment, it does feel like a bit balmy on the skin when you put it on. That said, it's not super heavy and it does sit well under sunscreen. I've tested this with various different sunscreens. I never got any pilling. My sunscreen went on totally smooth and I had no issues. I also feel like this moisturizer kind of sits at that weight where it's not super greasy, but at the same time, like I don't need anything additional for my drier areas. So I would say out of their facial care products, the humidifying cream is probably my favorite. Now, before I move on to their body care products, which are a little bit newer, my thoughts on these. I don't think that these products should necessarily have been presented together as a 3-step regimen. I think that a lot of skincare lines, and specifically a lot of celebrity skincare lines, try to come out the gate with a whole host of products to offer you rather than just launching one product. And why is that? It's because if they sell you 3 things, they could make more money. That said, if you think about how different everybody's skin is, like, you know, the probability of everybody liking a single product is very low. So if you think about that, each product is kind of for a particular person. And I think that this line is kind of for people who want hydration and also want to exfoliate. So maybe, you know, people with drier skin, hyperpigmentation, people who want to, you know, prevent some of the signs of aging. And that's all well and fine. But if the probability is not 100% that everybody's going to like the first product, you then have to take into account the probability that everybody will like the second product and the probability that everybody will like a third product. What I'm getting at is, if you know anything about probability and statistics, you have to keep multiplying those probabilities by each other. And so by putting perfectly good products together as a set, you're potentially alienating people from your line because they say, hey, I can't repurchase all of these because I didn't like step number 2. And that goes along also with the point that I made before. I don't think these products necessarily go together. Like saying that you need to exfoliate and then add a stronger exfoliant on 2 to 3 times a week, like that just doesn't make sense to me. I kind of wish that they would have maybe eliminated one of these, went with a gentle cleanser, and then had an exfoliant that you could work in 2 to 3 times a week. That said, this moisturizer is awesome. I love it. So I'm just like a little bit perplexed. These are not bad products. I think the quality of them is good. Like I said, I love the focus on sustainability, but I'm just kind of scratching my head. Next, moving on to their body products, they have 2 body bars that I have used. I don't have them on hand right now. The first one is their Re-Energizing White Clay Body Bar. So key ingredients here, snow mushroom, again, to help hydrate the skin, and kaolin clay to help absorb excess oil. They've also included shea butter to kind of moisturize the skin. I found this body bar to be pretty non-stripping. It cleansed my skin perfectly fine. That said, I felt like it was nothing to write home about. It was perfectly good. Their other body bar is the Energy Channeling Charcoal Body Bar. This one has actual physical exfoliants in it. So it has charcoal powder and again, rice powder like they have in their facial exfoliants, as well as some plant oils for moisturization. This is totally fine as a body exfoliant. I personally don't really believe in the skincare benefits of charcoal, but they included it here as a physical exfoliant. So that was a-okay. Again, I thought this was totally fine, nothing to write home about. What I do like about these is the sustainability aspect again. So these are waterless as opposed to, you know, getting a fully composed body wash that's going to have water in it and therefore will take up more space, be heavier, take up more fuel to transport, probably have a larger carbon footprint. Also, these come in paper boxes purchase. They're easily recyclable. If you don't know, products that come in plastic bottles, sometimes the components of those bottles, including pumps, are not so easy to recycle. So even if you put them in the recycling bin, they may get thrown out anyway, depending on where you live. So packaging something in paper is a lot more foolproof. And I applaud them for going this route rather than coming out with traditional body washes. Last but not least, we have the Humidifying body cream. This is their newest skincare launch. I think that they tried to mimic the success of their facial moisturizer with this one, and I really think that that product is their strong suit. This has like a thick body butter-like texture. You can see I really got into this stuff, and this is a product that I've been enjoying. Obviously, it's heavier than the facial moisturizer. It's got this like thick, creamy texture to it. Key ingredients in here, they went with bakuchiol rather than putting retinol or pro-retinol in it. They say on their website that bakuchiol is gentler, yet as effective as retinol. I, in my opinion, disagree with that. The main study that people point to saying that bakuchiol is just as effective as retinol. In that study, they have people using bakuchiol twice a day, but retinol only once a day. And I doubt that most people will be moisturizing their body twice a day, but bakuchiol is fine. I think it's a perfectly good ingredient. Some of the early data shows that it may be more effective for hyperpigmentation than retinol is. They've also included, again, snow mushroom extract, and they also tout the peptide content in this product. The peptide that they have that I saw on the ingredient list is something called Rubixol, and that's been shown in preliminary studies to potentially help with skin barrier function and maybe decrease some of the signs of aging. Take that with a pinch of salt. I think the real selling point of this product is the texture. This is like a nice, rich body moisturizer, and I love rich body moisturizers. It's also, again, refillable like their other products, so you can just buy this entire package once and then purchase refills as you need. And there you have it. Those are my thoughts on Humanrace as a brand. I think as far as celebrity skincare goes, this is a pretty high quality skincare brand. I feel like there was a lot of thought that went into it. Apparently, Pharrell worked with his longtime dermatologist on it, and I think it really feels like something that he would launch. Just like the focus on exfoliation and hydration really makes sense with things that we've heard about Pharrell's skincare routine in the past. That said, while like the brand really has its identity down, I think their approach to what products they're bringing out maybe could use some work. And if they want to bring me on as a consultant, you know how to reach me. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. Hell, if you watched this far, you probably learned something anyway, so you should still give it a thumbs up. And hit the notification bell so that you get notified every time I upload. Ciao!